So, have you heard all the chatter about the extension of the eviction bans? A lot of people are renting right now, and some really need the help to stay in the property, and some homeowners are definitely hurting because of not receiving the rent. Is this confusing to you? Do you have all the facts? This is Ron Wysocarski at Wise Home Team Realty, and today what I want to talk to you about is the eviction ban. See, there's another extension in place for eviction bans, and believe me, it's getting confusing. As a tenant, if you have an economic hardship and that eviction ban is in place to help you, that makes sense. We want that safety net to be there. Not everybody, though, actually needs the help. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are avoiding paying rent and doing other things with that money. And I think there's some fairness in here. I think as a country and a business owner, I look at this as saying when people need help, there should be a safety net and should help them. But if you're simply avoiding paying rent when you have the money to pay it, you're harming the owner of the property that's keeping it nice for you to live into. And I think there's a moral hazard within this. I am aware of stories where it's been over a year since owners of property received any rent. And if that's $1,000 or $2,000 a month, that's somewhere between $12,000 and $24,000 they're not receiving for you to live there. It's kind of harsh for them. And some of the tenants don't actually need the money, and further, they're receiving assistance either through unemployment or working a job or other public housing assistance. Something is being granted them in addition to free rent. They're getting extra money through all these stimulus packages. And I'm aware of people actually aren't paying the rent, getting a bunch of money, and they bought a boat. I can't imagine what it would feel like owning a property where I'm not getting the rent on. And I'm fortunate that I'm not in a situation, at least today I'm not. But could you imagine if you were a homeowner, somebody's living there for free, getting public assistance, but has enough time and enough free energy and money to go buy a boat? You see, I think that's probably what's one of the things that may not be quite right with the system. So I'm not suggesting that people don't need the help, and there should be a safety net for them. But I'm also aware that some of the policies in place right now to continue these eviction bans are actually harming the very people who own the property. And at some point, if they can't afford to pay that mortgage on the property, or they're not making anything off of that property, they're going to either sell it or they're simply going to own it and not repair it. And that's going to create a hardship. I can't imagine a scenario where there's a court hearing where the tenant has not paid rent in a year, needs repairs done, but the owner can't pay for the repairs and own the money. Meanwhile, it comes out as evidence that the buyer had plenty of time to buy a boat. I'll let you decide where you fall on this topic over here, but I do know this. Eviction bans probably need to go away sometime soon. I think there's other safety nets for people that are renting that are truly in a hardship situation. And I hope they get this worked out, because good people are being harmed that own properties. And yeah, a few people are taking advantage of the situation, maybe a lot, that shouldn't be doing that. This is Ron Wysocarski with a consumer tip about eviction bans at Wise Home Team Realty.